Hello, it's me, Mayo Hosko, coming to you at 60 frames per second in 4K resolution. No sugar, no filler, just real whole egg, and welcome to my channel. So, welcome to part 2 of Paradisa month. I am very excited to get going because I want to try build a replica of a Paradisa set today. I want to try build a replica of the poolside paradise. I'm just waiting for people to show up in the chat and waiting for a door build to come on whenever she wakes up, because she is 2.5 hours behind me. I am now in daylight saving. The state of South Australia observes daylight saving, but Western Australia doesn't. So she is 2.5 hours behind me. It is 11:32 a.m. on a Saturday morning. There are some other live streams going on right now, but this is the one you want to stay for. I haven't worn this t-shirt in a little while now, so I thought I would take the chance to wear it. I have been loading various stuff overnight and processing a lot of stuff for different software. So I was sleeping while doing that, and I wanted to make sure that was all done before I started this live stream. So I'm glad I was able to get that over and done with. Of course, we have StreamYard in the comments, but last night, Johnny G found this and said, "Is that Ruth in the thumbnail?" And yes, it is, because Adore Build agreed to be my partner for Paradisa month. And speaking of Paradisa month, we now have a little clip we can play. I literally just put that together 10 minutes before this live stream using Bandicam. I found one of the old Paradisa advertisements. I believe that particular one was in 1992 because it's got some of the original sets. If it was later, it would have had sets like the Country Club and the Fun Fair. And there was one more Paradisa set that was released in 1997, but I can't put my finger on it. But anyway, I hope everyone's doing okay this morning. We've got 2 viewers watching right now. Hopefully that number will go up. Just waiting on a door build. And anyone else out there that's in my contact circle that likes Friends or Paradisa, just let me know and I'd be willing to invite you on the panel, because we really want to get in touch with the Paradisa and Friends fans and collectors out there. So we are just waiting for people to show up, and then we'll get this progress underway. So I did an Instagram live stream last night where I was frantically cleaning up my table. I was frantically cleaning up my table to allow myself to have more space on the table to build a lot of Paradisa blocks. So go and follow me on Instagram. There is a link in the description for you to do so. I'm at 219 right now. It'll be really cool if we could get to 300 by the end of the year. And if we do that, we'll do a giveaway over on Instagram. So my post on Instagram last night was a bird's eye view of all of these pieces I have on my table right now. These are the pieces I have on my table right now. So some of them I will not be using, but some of them I will be using. There are some stickered elements here that are not in the best of shape. And now that I've got my orange sorting storage drawers next to me, I have better access to pieces that I can use to make a better Paradisa box. And I have about, I want to say, 20 Friends sets in my collection. I have bought several Friend sets over the years, over a dozen. I think my sister bought half a dozen Friends sets back in the day when she was interested in that. She's not anymore, so 4 years ago she gave all of her old Friends sets to me, and I parted out all of those sets to make Paradisa box. So a lot of those pieces are in my sorting storage drawers around here, and they'll help me out making a lot of these Paradisa box. So I'm just waiting for Adora Build to get in backstage. She said that she will not be able to commit to the full 3 hours. So I told her, because this live stream is starting at 9 a.m. for her, I wouldn't worry if she gets in for the second and third hours, because I normally struggle with technology during this time in the first place. So let's see who was in chat, so we can say hello to some people. So we have Zissou, Mr. Blue, and Kevin Creamer. Let's see what some of these people have to say. Zissou says, Mayo, I'll join in a few if you're accepting guests, provided the laptop works well. I'm only accepting people who want to talk about Friends and Paradisa. So if you want to talk about Friends and Paradisa with me, just let me know via DMs, and I'll send you an invitation. Those of which are in my friend circle. Kevin Creamer says, hey Mayo, if you're still live when I'm done babysitting, I'll try and hop on with you. I just said my qualifications for coming on the panel. And Kevin shall be lurking. So everyone watching, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and ring that notification bell. And everyone get ramped up for Paradisa month.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
Next week I've got to get myself a Bandicam screenshot of one of the 2012 Friends commercials. So let me just take this apart. Oh, I got to be careful not to destroy some of these reddish brown pieces. Got to be very, very careful. But you can see I have a slide piece in pink. It is painted. This used to be, you can see underneath the studs here, this used to be magenta, but I painted it pink to better match Paradisa. This is one of the custom pieces I have painted. I've also painted over minifigs before, and some of those I actually regret painting over. But there are other dark pink and magenta elements in my collection that I want to paint over to make into more of a Paradisa pink. And there are some other bright green and lime green pieces in my collection. For example, these bright green 6x12 plates that I want to paint into a medium green. I'm not sure where those medium green pieces are. I have some 8x16 medium green plates around here somewhere. So perhaps when Adora Build gets on, I will try to locate those base plates to show the exact medium green color I want to try and mix with paint to find a color match to repaint some of these. We also have Tasman Bricks. Hey Taz. Well, you know what we got to do whenever Tasman Bricks gets up in the chat. Where are we?
And
It's
the
not doing
helicopter's
it.
cheapened it.
Doing it.
I mean, it's suggesting the idea that, yeah.
Helicopter.
So everyone, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and ring that notification bell. And everyone get ranked up for Paradisa month.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
There we go. We're already at double-digit viewers. Thank you, everyone. Now we have Stud Sidious. Hey, Stud. Stud Sidious and myself were just talking half an hour. 15 minutes ago. In the chat of Friday Night Bricks about NFL football, and I just want to brag that my Eagles are 4-0. Hashtag fly Eagles fly. Hashtag Hurts for MVP. I see we also have Mikey J Productions in the chat. Hey, Mikey J. Yeah, we don't want to be... I don't really want to talk about elves in Paradisa month. I really want to keep it to just Paradisa and friends. And... Hey, Mum. So... now that Stud Sidious is here, I just wanted to get something right off the bat, because Stud Sidious and myself were chatting about it earlier. Makro would have seen those chats. Zissou would have seen those chats. But I have here a Denver Broncos t-shirt. That is my team I root for in the AFC. I root for the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC. And I'm already so frustrated with the Denver Broncos, and I am so ecstatic with the Philadelphia Eagles that I'm going full throttle on the Eagles this year. I think we have the best offensive line, the best defensive line, or the best defensive line. We've got an underrated coach. We've got a quarterback in his fourth year that's challenging for, or that's looking like an MVP candidate, even though I think the MVP is a meaningless award, because value is not best or greatness. Just taking a sip of water. So yeah, one day Stud Sidious is going to have to come onto one of my live streams so we can talk about the NFL. So I'm getting excited. There's still 13 games to go in the season, so anything can happen over the next 13 games. People could get injured. People could start to lose form. And injuries have already taken massive tolls on a lot of teams in the NFL. So let's not... where's a piece of wood? I guess this meter ruler is the closest piece of wood to me. So knock on wood that no major stars get injured. And I should have, if you were watching my Instagram live stream last night, you realize that I have a massive stack of bright pink 2x4 bricks, and it measures 1 meter and 3 centimeters tall. It is taller than my meter ruler. It is taller than this. So that's a feat. And those are going to be coming in very handy. Yeah, I know, because of the area you live in, Stud. Yeah, my brother is a Giants fan, so he'll be happy that for the first time in 6 years, they are over 500. They got the same record as the Cowboys, 3-1. Surprisingly, the NFC East is actually the best division in football. For the last 4 years, it's been the worst division, so we've all called it the NFC least. But now it's looking like the return of the NFC beast. Is there any other juicy conversations I missed? Zissou said, I was wondering the same. What defining characteristics, quality, I think that's meant to be qualify, are set as Paradisa? Well, Paradisa was its own sub-theme back from 1992 to 1997. It was a sub-theme of Lego Town. And it was a sub-theme because there was a Paradisa logo on the boxes. So it's not a quality, it's a sub-theme. But Friends is the modern day equivalent of Paradisa because it was released exactly 20 years after. So just wanted to get that off the bat. Johnny G is back. Hey Johnny. Ruth is probably still sleeping. I told her I wouldn't mind if she's here for only the second and third hours, because right now it is 9:17 a.m. for her on a Saturday morning. And you won't like me when I'm angry in the morning. Yeah, that's not a good place to be in if you're a Raiders fan living in New York and New Jersey. You may not talk about foosball or Bruno, whatever that is, but I certainly do. Zissou said, if she's in the thumbnail, help her out of the thumbnail. Sheesh. Well, if someone wants to bombard a door build with Instagram direct messages telling her that she has that I sent her an invitation, do so at your own risk. So I wanted to remind everyone once again to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Everyone get ramped up for Paradisa month.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
So I'm gonna start building. Actually, what I'll do first is I will search for the Paradisa set, Lego Paradisa Poolside Paradise. I don't have the raised base plate. I don't have a lot of the curved windows for it. But I want to make my own attempt. I want to see if I can build the terrain out of my base, out of the pieces I have in my collection. It's going to be a challenge, but that's what I want to do today. So I'm going to go to Bricklink, and I'm going to zoom in on an image, and I'm going to share my screen so that you guys can see the set that I am talking about. Now we're sharing. It's the Matrix. This is the Poolside Paradise. So there should be a way to expand this, or maybe there isn't. Well, there was a way to expand it. There we go, that's a bigger image. So that's a better look at the set I want to try and piece together. No, not piece together, recreate with my own pieces. So I don't have those pink stairs, so I'm gonna have to make my own custom stairs. Actually, you know what? I literally just noticed I have some pink stairs, but they're dark pink, not bright light pink, and it's straight, not curved. I'll pull it up in my collection. I literally just saw it out of the corner of my eye. It's this. Get it the right orientation. Yeah, I think I might try and use these stairs. And you saw that there was a palm tree in that set. So I'm also gonna do this palm tree. Also gonna include this palm tree in there. Geez, so many people going live right now, but this is the live stream you want to be at because this is where you're gonna have the most fun. This is where you're gonna get the most information taught to you. This is where you're going to enjoy yourself the most because unlike people who want to talk about other boring stuff, I like to have fun over here, and I like to engage, actually read people's conversations in chat, unlike other people who just go on their own tangents. And before this live stream, I also identified these pieces, and this was from the original Friends Heart Lake City Mall. So I'm gonna use these sometime throughout my building for Paradisa month. And I just wanted to clarify something. I know that Matt Bricks is a Paradisa fan because he grew up when Paradisa was still on shelves. But I just wanted to clarify something. Taz, are you a Paradisa fan? I thought I heard someone say, or you say on someone's live stream, something about Paradisa, but I didn't quite get the full context of that conversation. So just let me know, because I like to know the interest. Oh, okay, yes. So if sometime throughout Paradisa month you want to come on, perhaps sometime when Adore Build is on the panel, maybe you might want to come and talk with us. I messaged who did I message last night? I messaged Mama Lego, because she was watching my Instagram live stream last night. She was in the morning, on her Friday morning, taking apart some Lego Friends sets. So I asked I told her if on camera, if she wanted to be a panelist sometime throughout Paradisa month, I would have no hesitation sending her an invitation. Just like how I would have no hesitation sending one to Taz, Amberlaya, Bricks, who are some of the other Friends collectors I know. Miss Bricks, if maybe on the last live stream of the month, where I'm going to go for I think 9 hours, so that I can do some raids over to some people's live streams. Mikey J just said, I just got a raised base plate in the mail today. Which raised base plate was it? If you can describe it to me, I can try identify, because I'm very good at that stuff. And Makro likes to test me. Makro likes to test me with my my knowledge, and he says more nukes speeders for show, Johnny G. Yeah. So the only exception to the Paradisa rule is Makro, because we have such a strong relationship. So Makro, if you want to come on, I'd have no hesitation sending you an invitation. Anyway, I've been rambling on for too long now. I hope everyone is enjoying themselves. I gotta get start building. So I've explained what I want to build. Now let's actually start building.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
Okay, so where are we going to begin? I'm going to angle this down, and I'm going to get out this raised base plate. No, sorry, this regular base plate. I'm going to move some of this stuff forward and move some of this other stuff out of the way. There's a little bit of dirt on my table, but we are going to start building. So I'm going to get up a picture of the poolside Paradise off to the side of my phone. Lego Paradisa poolside Paradise. Let me find an image. Let me get the brickset image, and let me go to brickset, a great place to go to log Lego sets into your collection so you can keep track about what sets you own. And I always recommend creating a brickset account if you use brickset a lot, because if you log in to a Brickset account, you don't have to deal with the ads. So I'm going to search. Where's the search bar? Come on. Yeah, there we go. Poolside Paradise. Yep. Set 6416-1. No, sorry. No, sorry, without the -1. Had 140 pieces and 4 minifigs. So I'm going to open this up as an image off to my side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to my photos so I can have it up as a photo besides me so that I don't have to look up at my screen. And we were just speaking about him earlier on. Bricks. Hey Matt says, hey Mayo, dropping in for a like and hi non-YouTuber live stream. Well, before you go, Bricks, I know that you grew up with Paradisa. So sometime throughout Paradisa month, if you want to come onto the panel and talk about Paradisa together, I would have no hesitation sending you an invitation. People talking about the Castaway GWP. Stud City says, I usually could care less about GWP, but that Castaway set is pretty cool. And that's exactly why I placed an order. I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I also bought some Ninjago sets to get the Ninjago gift with purchase. I'll eventually be releasing images of everything I got in my haul on my Discord server. Or the more reasons to come and join my Discord server. There is a link in the description. Everyone get ramped up for Paradisa month.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
Everyone play a drinking game every time I show that up. Zizu says, add minifigure with sexy mustache and a smidge of pink parts and we'll count it as Paradisa. No, it's not Paradisa. It's a Paradisa mock. But if anyone wants to come on and make jokes about Paradisa, especially if you're already in the live stream game, just let me know and I'll send you an invitation. Matt says, thanks, Mayo. We'll consider off to bed in a bit, though. Old man, early morning lol. Yes, Mikey J, I do have a good Discord going, and you have a good Discord server going as well. So definitely go and join both my Discord server and Mikey J's Discord server. There's a lot of fun going on over there. And someone was talking about in my Discord server that they got a girlfriend. So if you want to get the context of that conversation, I'm not going to reveal their names because that's private information that's restricted to that area unless they want to come forth. Just go click that link in the description to join my Discord server. Also, there is a link to Adore Build's channel in the description as well. There's a couple people with their channel links in my descriptions. So enough beating around the bush. I've already done too much of that already. Let's start building. So, going to get out some grey bricks. Don't have too many grey bricks, so I'm going to be kind of conservative about what grey bricks I use. Going to get out the big ones first. And I always spot one of them is Tyco, not Lego. And this is a little bit of a struggle. I'm going to dump out a whole bunch of grey bricks. This is Tyco. You can see because the underside. Grey bricks. There are some grey bricks. But I'm not going to move those out just yet. I'm going to reach up top and I'm going to get an arrangement of grey bricks because I've got to build the rocky base at the start. I don't have too many grey bricks in my collection because I've already used them in a bunch of my other mocks. So if you want to see some of those other mocks that involve me using grey pieces, be sure to go to my homepage. Open up another tab. Type in the search bar youtube.com/c/Mayo Hosko, capital M, capital H, and that'll take you to my homepage. Then click on the playlist page and search and change the settings on the playlist page from latest added to newest video. That should make it easier for you to find a playlist of all of my videos about mocks. So definitely go do that if you want to see more context about that. So I've got a whole bunch of grey bricks off to my side. I'm gonna start now. I can start building the grey base. So it's all at the front here, and it's a little bit curved. So I want to create some curvature. And it's going to look a little bit like a Minecraft build at the start, but probably on my own time I'm going to add more details so that eventually I can make a video about all the stuff I've done in Paradisa month to wrap everything up. So it looks like the rocky section covers half of the base plate, and there's a 2-stud gap on either side with a curve on the side here. So I'm going to try and make up that curve. I'm probably going to also use some plate elements to get the cobblestone effect. And considering this is all terrain right now, I'm specifically trying to identify 1x1 bricks that are not Lego, but are made by target blocks instead, if I have any in my collection. I'm just going to dump all of these out. See if I can find some non-Lego ones to put at the bottom. I'm not seeing any non-Lego ones. Got to check the studs to identify any Logos. I heard something about the Lego getting smaller on top of the studs, or them getting rid of the Lego completely. Not sure where I heard that from, but if anyone has any more information, please let me know. So I think all of these are Lego. So I'm going to start building up the base. And get these containers out of the way. This is in the way. Bring this forward just a little bit. Come on, rotate. I gotta physically rotate this thing. Wait, no, I don't. What's going on there? That's not right. Oh, we got someone backstage, and it is a door build. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Mayo. How are you going?
I'm going good. So I explained to the viewers that I don't expect Ruth to be here within the first hour while I'm fumbling around with technology and getting all my ducks in a row. I mean, pieces on my table.
It was very nice of you, Mayo, to give me extra sleep-in time today.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that as well.
Yeah.
And I am very underprepared to stream this morning.
As I expected.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out together.
It's completely fine, because what I'll eventually have to ask you is, is there a way you can email me the MP4 file you have of the wizard saying a wizard is never late. They arrive exactly or precisely when they want to, or something. Because I think that'd be a good intro for whenever you show up around these parts.
Whenever I show up. Gandalf is very wise.
Yeah, he is. Because I wanted to find something for the occasion. So I
Yes.
found the original Paradisa ad from 1992.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
I literally got that organized with 5 minutes to go till I started this thing.
Well, but it was still 5 minutes to go, Mayo, not 5 minutes after. So it's all fine.
I think it's all. I think you just brought in a whole bunch of viewers because we were at this a little while ago and then we dropped down, but then we spiked up again.
Well, I don't know whether or not that had anything to do with me. It might just be the morning time or the evening time, depending on where everyone is. And Maddie is here. Hey, Maddie, I hope that you're going okay after your travels. And Taz and I were having a bit of a chit chat on Insta as I was making my cuppa as well. So I'm glad to hear that Taz is settling into everything. And Scott's Vlogs, I just found you on Instagram as well, Scott. So I've is it follow on Instagram? Subscribe on YouTube.
We're all glad.
It's one of those things with you, Scott, over on Instagram. We're now connected on Instagram.
We are all glad that Taz has settled into his new gigs. Because if anyone wants to see images of Taz settling in, just go follow him on Instagram to see those photos. And he's done some videos about that, some shorts over on his YouTube channel. And if you want to see those, there's a link to his channel in the description, much like there is Ruth. And the reason why Ruth and Taz's links are in the descriptions, I think can be best summed up by the hashtag because we're mates.
Exactly. Oh, and Mark's in the chat as well. It's going to be evening time for you, Mark, isn't it? Because it's usually morning time when I stream. So we're all back to front again. See, so yeah, I've escaped. Not the oppressive thumbnail. It's bright and cheery thumbnail.
And what I got to do for that is I gotta use a Bandicam to find for the next episode of Stud and the Dud, sometime when either Lumberjack or Taz, preferably Lumberjack, says because we're mates. I want to screenshot record that so I can have that as a video that plays. So I know that you have a lot of friend sets in the backlog.
Well, not in the backlog, funnily enough, at the moment, because I've built just about everything. But in my back catalogue, I've got lots of friends and other bits and pieces. So, yeah, it's it is one of those things where I've now got like the Ziploc bags of sets that I've built and sorted and those sorts of things down here in my other spare bedroom / second Lego room. I also have like 2 big tubs full of friends' sets, but I think I'm going to have to get a third. But then I keep wondering whether or not I should get a third tub or if I should get smaller tubs, because I do find it easier to find Lego in smaller tubs. Do you know what I mean? Like, I find that it's easier to like label it and get it all sorted and those sorts of things. And I think for like an entire theme, so at the moment Harry Potter is just fitting into one of those tubs. So I sort of go, that's probably quite a good one to have, in a tub. But then all the other bits and pieces, like with friends, it's just so overwhelming to try and find it. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to do like a big like reshuffle as to, you know, how I store my Lego and whatnot.
I just want to say I can't really use the term whatnot anymore because that's now because now that is a seller's option website. It gets a little bit confusing.
Oh yeah, okay, yep.
So I've tried to take that out of my vocabulary now.
Yeah,
because it just gets confusing.
That's totally fair enough. We're not going to have any language left if we. We're not going to have any language left in a few years because everything will be associated with something else.
Yeah, just like when a butt chop always likes to say, you know how Elon Musk and Disney are gonna take over the world or whatever.
Exactly.
Butt chop is just such a funny dude.
Oh, he's amazing. I've got a lot of love for Chop. And oh my gosh, and Mama Lego was saying that she has 109 friend sets.
Yeah, she wrote that in a comment on my Instagram live stream last night, and I was like, I know. Before you got here, I said I said she was watching me, and if she wants to come on and talk about friend sets, she's more than willing to, because right now she's in a kick for disassembling a whole bunch. So if she wants to come on and disassemble stuff, that'd be totally okay. I'll send her an invite if she wants to come on. I was like, 109 friend sets. That's some dedication, but you probably have more.
Yeah, I haven't checked the number of friend sets that I have on brick sets recently. I do know my total number of sets, which I'm not going to share in public ever. But I think I can imagine that there'd be a few. I have a few. I don't know if it's more or less than 109, possibly more. Yeah, I don't know.
And I know that Amberliah Builds is also a friends builder. So if Amberliah,
I think Mini Amberliah is the friends builder, and Amberliah goes along with Mini Amber.
Yeah.
Which is a nice thing it's a nice hobby to share, I think. So
yeah. And so if they ever want to come on into Paradisa month, they're always welcome.
Oh yeah. Of course.
So I'm gonna make this rocky area at the front of the set to be 2 bricks high, and then put some plates over the top. Make it look like, because I shared the screen before you got here of the brick set listing for the poolside Paradise. Ooh. And because some people didn't, there were some people in the chat didn't even know that Paradisa was a sub theme of Lego Town.
Yeah. Mama Lego, I have a spreadsheet with each theme, and I'm scared to look up the total. Fair enough. Quite often I do as well. It's just like, if I don't look at it, then it doesn't exist. I do have plans to do a mock this month with you, Mayo.
Oh, really?
Well, we'll see. I am a very slow mock builder, so I am going to try and do a Paradisa mock as well. But obviously, I don't have any of the Paradisa, sets.
So well, I don't own any of them either. I'm just confident enough with all of the Lego I've sorted that I can find pieces from friend sets that someone can view it and think, hey, is that a Paradisa set? Oh wait, no, it isn't, because that piece is older than 1997. That's really creative how they took new pieces and made it look old. That's the kind of vibe I always like to go for, because I have so many specialized pieces that I don't know what to do with. So because I'm a vintage fan, I always challenge myself to say and build, how can I make this new piece look old? And there are a bunch of white pieces that I think I can make look old.
Yeah. Definitely. Oh, Nate's off to sleep. Good night, Nate.
Good night, Nate. Let me go back and read and look at some of the comments. Because unlike a doorbell, unlike you, I don't read every single comment. And that's a funny moment. Where are we? I always see people talking about Star Wars. You know how much Ruth likes talking about Star Wars.
Well, I just don't know anything about Star Wars.
I only know what I only know what I hear from other Star Wars Lego builders. And if I don't wake up to that Paradisa banger theme song in the morning, I'm not leaving my bed. Well, you asked for it.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
Bye, Mum. Mikey J said, I haven't seen a Tycho brick in forever. Yeah, I got a couple of them. We have Scott's blocks in the house. Hello, PPP. People saying hello. Stud City is saying, you can tell Mayo isn't a Lego Star Wars fan and no grey bricks.
Yeah. Well, we just know what we know, Mayo. I think that's okay.
Zizou says, glad to see that Ruth escaped from that oppressive thumbnail and onto the panel.
It's the least oppressive thumbnail. It's just like, that colour! Just the exact type of thumbnail that I love.
And said, Ruth, Mayo is anti-elves today. I'm only joking. Mama Lego says, Zizou, elves are not friends, trust me. Macro says, any chance I can catch you, Ruth, on another live stream is just bonus prizes. The more the merrier.
I know, it's awesome catching up with everyone.
Mama needs a third tub for the last of her friend sets to take down. Zizou says, Mama, I have to get the art school and maybe even the theatre. Not sure when I'll open my friend's hotel. Looking forward to the build. Well, who knows? Maybe you might want to come onto the panel throughout Paradisa month and try to build some of that stuff.
Exactly.
Mama is falling asleep. Been up since 4 a.m. I know that you were up early because you were watching my Instagram live stream at 7 a.m. and it's almost 10 p.m. And we have Richard Cranium in the chat. Hey, Richard. And people saying goodnight tonight. So everyone watching, oopsie, let me take down this thing. Everyone watching, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. And if you haven't already subscribed,
the Octane Man reminds you to subscribe to Mayo Hosko.
Right.
We haven't had any Dusty Bricks sightings in here. We haven't had anyone asking about what the Google Plus glitch is. And we haven't had a Captain Matt sighting either. We haven't had a whole bunch of technical difficulties going on. But when that stuff does happen, I have stuff lined up.
Excellent. Excellent. Right.
The chat better stop distracting me, just like how the chat distracts you, Ruth.
No, we love the chat. Chat's what keeps us going.
Just like in that Simpsons episode where Krusty the Clown said, he mentioned that the applause meter is indirectly attached to his pacemaker. And he said in one of the episodes when he was doing the Krusty the Clown show, and Here is my god, the sponsor.
Well,
Oh, we have Amberlaya Builds. Hey, Amberlaya. If you want to come onto the panel with me and Ruth, just let me know and I'll send you an invitation.
oh, right. I think I'm kind of like to the point of being sort of vaguely organized. But I will quickly run into the other Lego room to get my base plate, because I've been thinking and planning what I'm building for Paradisa month mocking.
Yes, everyone, don't forget, this is Paradisa month. So if you want to use the hashtag Paradisa month and tag me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, feel free to do so. There are links to all those in the description. And if you want to view any other social media platforms I am on, please go to mayohosko.weebly.com. And don't forget, it's Paradisa month.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
Cool. Time for that theme song again. Oh, cool.
I'm trying to blow everyone's brains out with that thing.
They're all going to hate you by the end of the month, Mayo. Oh, dear.
Just another reason that my live streams are better than everyone else's. No.
Right. Now, when I was having a look through the different Paradisa sets, I think that the Zuzu hate you never. No, it's just an Australian figure of speech. It doesn't belong to an app. I finally made it big time, I think, Johnny G. Yeah, Mark, I thought that I would do a mock, attempt to do a mock build during these streams. So we'll see how I go, because I am a very, very slow mock builder.
Yeah.
So when I think of the Paradisa set, I think that the poolside Paradisa set is one of the ones that springs to mind, which is the one that you're mocking, Mayo, is that right?
Exactly.
The other one that I really liked the look of was the lighthouse. But to be fair, I do have two friends' lighthouses and a hidden side lighthouse. And, you know, I've witnessed Taz's experience of being a lighthouse builder where it goes round and round in circles about rock work. So the other Paradisa set that I thought looks really, really cool is the Country Club.
Yeah.
With
Let me go and find screenshots of those.
So yeah, the Country Club is probably going to be the one that I'll be mocking this month.
I want to one of the other mocks. I want to try make something similar to Rolling Acres Ranch.
Is that the same as the one that I'm talking about? Because
No, the Country Club was released in 1996. The Rolling Acres Ranch was released in 1992.
Okay. Just because, as everyone is aware, or should be aware, I don't get all the names right all the time. Don't come to me for accurate information. Just why Mayo and I need to be synchronized together.
Because you subscribe to Adore Build and go subscribe to her, get her to 1,000 subscribers. You subscribe to Adore Build for her cozy chats. You subscribe to me for accurate information.
Exactly. We all bring something to the community. Accurate information is not what I bring to the community. I am aware of it. I know that that's not my strength. Now, the thing that I am going to have to be mindful of while doing this mock is that I don't want it to be like identical. So I don't want to just rebuild it with the parts that I have. Like, I want to still be able to make it my own and, you know, all of that side of things. So, right, let's start to let's figure this out. Right, we need
There's the Matrix. So this is the lighthouse set you were talking about. It's set 6414, the Dolphin Point. I've already thrown a screenshot of the poolside Paradise. What you want to build a mock of is set 6418 Country Club.
Yes. Good night, Mama Lego.
Good night, Mama.
Bring more sausage rolls. Oh my gosh. Yes.
And what I eventually want to make a mock of is set 6419 Rolling Acres Ranch.
Yeah. I love that. Right.
And I'm going to keep those on in the background because I've got one of these horses.
Ah.
And it's the old style horse, which is historically accurate to the era. Because we didn't get the posable horses with the legs that can bend back until the 2013 castle thing.
I think I'm going to be using like the new horses, like the new horses with the flexible tails and everything in my mock.
Amberlaya says, be more than happy to jump on. Well, I will send Amberlaya an invitation then, because we're going to be live another 1 hour and 3 minutes. No, sorry, 2 hours and 3 minutes. My bad.
Right. Yeah. I think we need to go. Oh gosh, this is covered in dog fur. Right. So I think we need to sort of stick the staircase-ish here-ish, maybe.
So just send you an invitation, Amberlaya, and just for the heck of it, because I know that Mark likes you so much, Ruth, I'll just send him an invite too.
Yeah. Taz needs that lighthouse. Taz just needs a fully operational lighthouse.
And so I know Taz is probably lurking. So I only ever send invitations to Taz if he says he wants to come on, because he did say before you came here that he'd like to come on sometime during Paradisa month.
I did suspect that Taz might be lurking, which is why I keep teasing him so that he can have a quiet chuckle to himself while he's in lurk mode.
Yeah, because he's probably unpacking a bunch of stuff or putting stuff on his shelves.
Well, we want to hope so. Mayo's Paradisa brings all the girls to the yard.
And they're like, it's better than yours, and like, it's better than yours.
Yeah, I don't know how Mark's going to feel about that, but you know.
Well, the more female builders we can get onto the panel, the better. Because it's been because most of my live streams are total male domination, and we like to mix things up.
Yeah, we've got to support each other.
Hello. Hello. Now, some of you guys might not know, but I have a Patreon, and I am unapologetically a shameless self-promoter. So if you want to hear a bunch of exclusive information, if you want to see a whole bunch of behind-the-scenes imagery, if you want to get early access to my uploads, and if you want to get voting rights, as well as many other different perks, feel free to use the link in the description to join me in the investment, and you can form a very strong bond with me and help me dictate a lot of stuff that goes on around here, gain some control. The reason I bring that up is because we have some investors in the house, Makro in the chat, and Andalaya on the panel.
Heck yeah.
So any time you feel that I am doing something wrong with the direction of my channel, do not hesitate to call me out.
Mayo, I just want you to be you.
Exactly.
Which means that I must be doing something right.
Hang on, someone's at my front door.
Ding dong. The Wicked Witch is dead. So what's going on right now, Amberlaya?
Not much. I'm actually starting my it's the Star Wars N1. I'm starting this build.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
My just to let you guys know, my brother's just stopped by for a cuppa, so I'm just going to go and have a cuppa with my brother and catch up with him for a little bit. So Amberlaya, you can be a pseudo Adora build.
All right. I don't think I can fill those
From us.
shoes, but I'll do my best.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. And everyone in the chat, I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I will jump back into the stream at some stage for another Mayo as well. I'm just turning into the worst guest. Alrighty, I'll see you guys in a little bit.
See ya.
See you whenever. Yeah, so if anyone didn't know, it is Paradisa month, so everyone get amped up. Let me play the tune.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
Okay, so I have a question. What is Paradiso?
Paradisa was a sub-theme of Lego Town that was sold from 1992 to 1997. It was one of Lego's many attempts in the 80s and the 90s. There were several different girls' themes, or themes targeted towards a female demographic. I did a lot of them. Paradisa was by far the best. Belleville was also sold at the same time and lasted longer than Paradisa, but Belleville sets had dolls.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Well, they were about a quarter the size of a Barbie doll.
Yeah.
But it was Lego's attempt at competing with Barbie. That was what Belleville was. Paradisa used traditional minifigs, and I think Lego realized that the Paradisa minifigures were not very good. They were very low detail, and so I highly suspect that was the reason why they wanted mini dolls when they came out with Friends in 2012. 1992 was a very different place for Lego and the world.
For sure.
And so a lot of town builders, a lot of city builders will have appreciation for Paradisa because it fits in with Lego Town because it was a sub-theme.
Okay.
But it was clearly Lego marketing towards girls. And Friends the sales reports for Friends is like tenfold better than Paradisa ever was. But I still like it. And Briggsar is the only person I know who has reviewed every single Paradisa set. So if you want to check out his reviews, I made an alternate version of his playlist so that you can watch all those reviews in chronological order. It's so I made about 2 years ago, I made a whole bunch of alternate playlists for Briggsar's playlist because he has never bothered to list them in chronological order, but I did because I just wanted to.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to do it.
Nice.
So I did. And I highly suggest anyone, when watching anyone review a Paradisa set, go get yourself some rainbow or cookies and cream ice cream and just sit down eating that ice cream while watching content about Paradisa, because you'll quickly realize everyone in Paradisa is always drinking alcohol and eating ice cream.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's amazing that they're not fat because of it.
I'm gonna need to check these reviews out. I'm definitely super interested.
Yeah, no doubt you are. Because they are really good reviews. They were made back in 2013, so they're definitely not the best. And I mean, Bricks' quality has only gotten marginally better over the past 10 years. Because if y'all didn't realize, he created his channel in December of 2012. I created my channel in January of 2013. So his 10-year anniversary and my 10-year anniversary are coming up very, very soon.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I uploaded my first video on, I think, the middle of January. But when Copper came out in my summer of 2020, the reason I say my summer is because a lot of people, well, first thing, a lot of people think I'm double my age because I know all of this stuff that someone born in the 80s would talk about.
Uh-huh.
But the second thing is they'll ask me is why am I called Mayo Hosko? I answered that question in my 9-year anniversary video. Another one of the questions they'll ask me is if I'm 10 years old, my YouTube channel, why is my first upload in 2020? That's because when Copper came about, I deleted all of my videos because I was stuck at 83 subscribers. I was stagnant for about 4 years while I was on the hiatus. And so I was like, fuck this, I don't want to have to deal with this Copper bullshit. And so I deleted all of my old videos because I wasn't happy with them anyway. And so I decided after the dust settled and after I analysed the way other people were filming their videos in the Copper era, I thought, you know what, if I do it like this and if I do it like that, I can make a comeback. And I am so bored. It is winter and we are going through the Rona. I am so bored. I need to do something. Maybe I should get back on YouTube.
Nice.
And then a little over 2 years later, here I am, about halfway there to being monetized. So everyone help me get to 450 subscribers. My Instagram followers know when we get to 450 subscribers, we will be building the Daily Bugle. Actually, I messed this up. And congratulations on yourself getting to 100.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. It was it's like that was all I wanted was to get to 100 so I could get my URL.
No. I felt the exact same way. I just want my URL, god damn it. So, like I always ask people, if anyone has a YouTube channel and they make content, if you are a regular viewer of my live streams, please do not hesitate to make yourself a channel trailer. Send me an MP4 version of your channel trailer. It has to be under 60 seconds. And whenever you show up on one of my live streams in the comments or in the panel, I will play your channel trailer for you.
Oh, that's awesome.
So if anyone out there already has a channel trailer, or if they're thinking about making a channel trailer, definitely do it. Send me an MP4 file to my email, which is linked in the description, mayohosko@gmail.com. And we can arrange that to happen. Because we already have trailers for Dusty Bricks and Captain Matt. But always open to more. Because if Dusty Bricks shows up, we'll play his. And if Captain Matt shows up, we'll play his.
I completely forgot about chat and I didn't like reply to anybody. Whoops.
Oh, the glorious thing about being on the panel is you don't have to type to people. You can voice them quickly.
Oh, that's true. I forget about that.
Yeah, that's what Zissou always forgets when he's on the panel.
I was on Tech's channel today because we were talking about Andor, and like I couldn't reply to the chat because I was in StreamYard and I didn't want to like load up like the YouTube and do the channel timeout and then have like the volume come through, and so I ended up not being able to chat with anybody on that one, or at least via the chat.
Yeah, you surprisingly have a good bunch of people who like high subscriber people who get you on their panel.
Oh, well, that's because I invite myself.
Because I've seen you on like London Calling a couple times, and I'm like, oh my god, you're on London Calling. When London Calling is on, I'm normally setting my alarm to wake up anytime between 4 to 6 a.m. to do Forge of Empires, and then London Calling's on, so I always make sure to stop by, especially because I'm a member over there, because I appreciate what Greg does.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Also the fact that I get access to his Discord server is the sweetener.
Oh, do you get access to his Discord if you're a member?
Yes, you do.
Oh, I should do that. I'm a member. Whoops.
I think you've got to ask him via DM to get the link, and then you have to use the desktop version of Discord so that you can because the way he's got it set up is you've got to verify that you're a member, so it takes you to the YouTube membership settings somewhere, and and Discord reads that to give you access. So it took me about 10 minutes to figure it out, but I'm so glad I got there, because then I get to talk to all of these people, and I'm like, yeah, I can market myself over there and have good conversations.
Nice. Yeah.
Because like I'm totally selfish like that.
Hey, you know what? You know what you want and you know how to get it.
I'm a member of London Bricks because of the Discord server. I'm a member of Brick Hive because of the monthly giveaways. Because don't tell YouTube, but he skirts around those laws. With the terms of service. And I'm a member of Briggsar because Briggsar is. I don't like saying Briggsar is my hero, so I don't know what a synonym of hero is. Because if you say that brings bad fortune. It doesn't bring you bad luck, because luck doesn't exist.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
no, but I know what you mean. Like you don't want to say
people. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh no, I was just agreeing. Like I get the vibe of like you don't really want to say that out loud. Yeah.
I know that a lot of people are bouncing around between different live streams. It's like, didn't they get the memo? I'm doing Paradisa month.
This was like I specifically was like, oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure that this is that Mayo's doing Paradiso month. Or Paradisa or Paradiso?
Paradisa.
Paradisa. There we go.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
Yeah, no, put my daughter to bed and I hopped on.
I'm just trying to make the foundation because that's the hardest part for me to do. Yeah, now we're down to 3 viewers. So that's not a surprise. And now it bumped up.
Sorry,
to
am I
5.
driving all the
Just
people
keep on
away?
rotating. No, I think it's because some people are going to bed and some really annoying people, I say that sarcastically, some really annoying people are just trying to compete with me. I say that sarcastically because I compete with other people too.
Oh.
But I think Moments of the Magic got the idea. And I think some other people got the idea too. So if you actually want to have fun, this is the place to come. If you just want to see boring people building boring sets, go over there and be boring squares from the 1970s. You know, totally not throwing shade or anything.
Are you going to be doing the habitat for Good Morning Brick World?
Absolutely. I'm literally going to build that at the last minute because I have the complete collection of Series 14 CMS.
Oh wow!
So that's a no-brainer. I can literally, I might even try and make a habitat for all 16 of them. Who knows?
Oh wow!
And like just having, because I know I've got enough 1x6 and 1x8 bricks around here. So I'll challenge myself. Can I make a habitat for all 16 of Series 14?
I am actually turning it into a activity with my nephews and my niece. And tomorrow we're going to go to the Lego store and everybody's going to pick, like they're going to make a minifigure or what have you. And we're going to come back and we're all going to build our little Halloween themed habitats around them and do it together as a family. It'll be cool.
That'll be nice. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change some of this. Yeah, that's right. What's Mikey J got to say? Mayo, what themes do you prefer to collect? Trains, castle, town, Paradisa, space.
Themes do you man. Okay, so I've been doing a lot of Star Wars lately, but that's because I recently became like an actual Star Wars fan. I like Friends. I like to collect Friends because first off, I think Friends are super cute and I love building them with my daughter.
And I think Friend sets can be easily converted with simple color swaps to vintage Lego, and I like Paradisa better than Friends.
Macro best theme is pirates, then castle, then modern day modular, then 3-in-1.
That's a good list. I can't say I am a modular collector. because I do not own all of the modulars, because there are modulars that I just don't like. I don't like the corners. I think the Grand Emporium is massively overrated. I think the Fire Brigade is massively overrated. I think the Market Street is underrated. That's going to be a hot take. I think the Palace Cinema is overrated. I think I always said that. Everything after 2013, the only ones I don't like are the corners.
Yeah. I have a question. What do you think about what is it, the bookshop?
I wanted to get it, but I was like, you know what? I've got more money than I thought, and this isn't available. No, so it's not on sale on shelves. I'd prefer to get the assembly square instead, so I did. And I'm just going to pass on the bookshop. I wanted to get it, but just a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah, so I got it. I actually got it before the police station, and I don't know, like, I'm not sure I want to build it.
Because feel free to plug yourself, but where are you building the police station?
Oh, on YouTube.
Because we're not afraid to do shameless self promos or drop F-bombs over here, so I can say fuck whenever I want.
Oh my gosh, I'm not even sure I can say that word anymore. I feel like I've had a filter on for so long that, like, I'm not sure the word can come out of my mouth.
If you want some really entertaining banter, go watch one of Makro Bricks live streams where he's going back and forth with Twitch trolls.
Did you say Twitch trolls?
Yes. Macro knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, really? Tier lists are entertaining and educational.
I'm going to do a tier list one of these days, because I saw that both Mikey J and, well, I think Mikey J, King Oldendorf, and the Brickbods have all done tier lists about Lego Castle sets. I know more about Castle than all of those people, so I can give a better list. Well, I know that my list will be better. Because I'm that guy who goes and reads all the stuff on Wikipedia about all of this stuff. No one else does that except me.
That's true. That's true. Oh,
I'm
Zissou.
that guy.
Sorry, I just saw what Zissou put. Tuesday nights, build and swear at internet providers with Amber Light. Oh. Yeah, no, Mayo, you definitely, like, I feel like if I ever have a question about Lego, you are the person to go to. And in all fairness, when I started in the community, that's what I was told. I was told that if I needed an answer to anything Lego, you would have it.
Yeah, that's my reputation, and it's well earned. Because I'm the only one who is not lazy and actually researches all this crap. Because only real Lego nerds actually bother to enter anything on Wikipedia. Anyone can make a wiki account, and they can add anything they want to anything right now. You can go onto the Wikipedia if you log in to the Wikipedia with your Wikia account, you can go to somewhere and say that you can go somewhere and so go to you know what? I challenge someone to go to the page for Darth Vader, the character, and in the character bio, go and write Darth Vader is Mayo Hosko's father. You can do that right now, and it won't be it won't change unless moderators change it.
Yeah.
Like that's how easy it is. So I dare someone to do that right now. Take a screenshot. I'll shout you out in the next live stream. Like it's that easy. And that's how bad it is. Because you really should be over the age. They really should set an age limit on that website. To where you're 18 and older to actually edit information.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I have mixed feelings about all that stuff.
Lots of people have mixed feelings about that stuff.
Like I know the internet's supposed to be like free and accessible to everybody, but sometimes there's like this part of me that wants to be like, no, not everybody should have access to the internet.
Because some people on the internet are just such nice people that they're never afraid to say any hot takes. Some of them have soft skin. Some of them have cozy cats instead. And Adore Build has the best cozy chats on Lego YouTube.
She is amazing.
Because me and Makro like to talk about how too many people on the internet are not don't have the guts to be honest.
Like in the Lego community or just in general?
Yes, in the Lego community. That's where you get all the Lego apologists who say Lego can do nothing wrong. Those are the types of people that I don't like. Because no, Lego does a lot of stuff wrong. And I will complain about it.
Well, isn't that our right as a consumer to complain?
Exactly. We're paying for the product. If we don't like it, we should be able to complain about it. And we should not care what anyone else thinks. We have a platform to complain about it. I can come on here and say that Paradisa is better than Friends. Adore Build can come on here and say that Friends is better than Paradisa. There's no argument. There's just a debate.
Exactly.
Let me move this over one more stud. So I've nearly got all the foundation done. And the reason why I wanted to get the foundation is because it was very important to me to get the pool. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen one of these days, Alice. One of these days. You know what? Someone in the Lego community needs to make an alternate account called Alice Abitterman, so I can make a whole bunch of honeymooners references. And I forget the 70s TV show where Abitterman was a character. If someone does know what I'm talking about, please let me know so I know, so I can learn going forward.
So
Alice.
So do you have a Paradisa set that you're working on?
No, I'm trying to recreate the poolside Paradise set as a mock.
Oh, cool.
Because I wish I had the actual Paradisa set, but alas, I don't. So I'm trying to make a replica of it instead. And it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying the way that this is shaped out.
Now, are you following like someone's mock, or are you just doing this like on your own?
This is completely freelance. I do not enjoy following people's instructions. I will never buy instructions from Breakable ever, because in my opinion, for me personally, that compromises my integrity as a mock builder.
That's fair.
And Miss Bricks did a video about a new Breakable model of combining two of the Creator 3-in-1 noodle shops together. There are a lot of Breakable models about that set. There are a lot, like almost a disproportionate amount, because it's such a good set. It can be reconfigured so many ways. It has such good pieces. So I'm not surprised about that. And a lot of those builds are really, really, really good. But I just feel like as a claimed mock builder, that's not me. That's another mock builder.
Hmm.
So yeah, Mayo Hosko with the hot takes.
I feel like I'm still learning how to build with Lego in general. So I have not graduated to mock builder yet.
Some people are perfectly comfortable with being a set builder because they're not in it for the creativity. They're in it for the therapy. They're in it for the escape from reality. And I'm not in it for an escape from reality because I'm always thinking about, well, I've got this and this to do. So it's just a reminder that I am the steward of the Mayo Hosko channel, and it is my duty to keep up a regularly scheduled program. Trying to figure out how to get this right. Okay, yeah. If I put that there, because I have to put some 2x2 bricks underneath to hold this stuff up, so that it doesn't collapse in on it. It doesn't collapse in on itself. Ooh.
I mean, I definitely want to get to a place where I can build things like on my own, because there are some things that like I'm like, I wish there was a Lego set for XYZ, and it's like, well, if I just knew how to make one, I could. So I do eventually want to get there.
If I have some 2x2 green corner plates, that'll fill in that gap nicely, and then I can start with the build on top of the terrain. I'm not sure if I have any in green, so that might be a problem. Searching through. What's in here? No, that's not it. I'm going to assume I don't have any, so I'm going to have to use a combination of other stuff. Where are we? We need some 1x1. Yes, we need some 1x1 plates. Put this here. Actually, no, better idea. Let's put this here, and let's put this here. There you go. And this is not going to be the right colour, but it's going to have to suffice because I simply don't have those pieces. Let me put this back. We're done with the greys, so let me put all the greys back. Clean up after myself. A bunch of empty drawers now. All the more reason to sort Lego. Because I'm not going to be buying anything off of Bricklink until I sort all of my Lego. Because I don't want to have to spend more money than I need to get a full inventory of pieces available at my disposal. And drawers look very ugly on camera.
Wait, what looks ugly on camera?
The drawers look ugly on the camera.
Oh, that's fair.
Ow, my back is starting to hurt. I knew that was going to happen. Oh. Have my phones off to the side here. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Where did I last leave off? Yeah, that was there. Zisu says, I'm gonna start breeding and selling Lego goats. I just need $1,1200 to start up capital. Mama is going. The Macro says, I can't join now. I want to harass your chat and watch the stream. Did you just call me a 12-year-old choir girl? I don't think that was me. Maybe it was someone else. Zizu says, does Paradisa have any male minifigures that are not servants? Yes, they have some surfer dudes with the 90s shades, the black tank top, and the yellow legs. We all know what that means. Exactly, he has. I'm never going to call stuff from 2012 vintage. Vintage for me is everything before I was born, 2000 and back. Other older people have even older definitions. Macro says, were you also like me? We needed to watch others to find our path. We didn't care or know enough. We did one shitty video once a month. That doesn't grow exactly. I did a really bad quality SpongeBob video back in 2014, and that got 21,000 views. And it was not, that was before YouTube Shorts. I am building my own waves base plate, and that's what I've literally just finished gotten doing. So you can see that the pool is indented. Yeah, we can try and summon Ruth back, but family is definitely more important.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
Macro's saying best theme is pirates, then castle, then modern day modular. Oh yeah, sorry. Oh yeah, already read that. Mikey J says, lol Macro. I know we have been doing a lot of those lately. It gives me something to talk about. Tasman says, I'm in loop mode while setting up other parts of the house, but happily enjoying the stream. Well, that's nice to hear. And everyone, don't forget about the drunken helicopter.
Helicopter's cheapened it. I mean, it's suggesting the idea that, you know, yeah.
Helicopter.
Richard Cranium's going to bed. Yes, we just played that, Zissou. Yeah, it is looking good, isn't it? So now this is the difficult part. The terrain bit was actually pretty easy. I'm not going to bother building a sloped driveway. I'm not even going to build a driveway at this current point because I don't really want any roads in my Paradisa area. It's literally just going to take up a shelf, so it's mainly going to be walkable. So I'll probably build some stairs on my own time. So let's go back here. So how is your build going with the Star Wars?
It's going. I heard a lot of people kind of complaining about the build being a little flimsy, and I'm sort of seeing where that's coming from for sure. But
Let's get the palm tree in here.
yeah. But I think it'll be fine.
I'm going to try making a pink diving board. Because there is actually a diving board in the original set.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna plop that there, very simple.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm not gonna bother with the mailbox or the car because I just don't care. I simply just don't care about that stuff.
Oh,
We have
hello.
Contra.
Makro Brick build craze.
Hey Contra. Yes, we are live, and Amberlier is here because we like to get because Paradise and Friends is at the female demographic. The first people I went to were female Lego builders, and then Friends Paradisa builders, and Adora build was on here for half an hour, but then her brother came over, so she's going to be back hopefully before the end of this thing. But Amberlier is building a Star Wars set. So everyone, don't forget, where are we? Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Let's enjoy Paradisa month.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
So now what am I going to do? Let's angle this back down again. I'm going to get some white bricks. I'm going to steal these white bricks. Yeah, perfect. That's a garage door brick, so we don't need that. If there's anything that you want to talk about, just hit me up.
Oh.
Did you find something wrong with the build?
Oh no. I was gonna say normally I talk more than this, but for some reason I'm all like focused on the build.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're not managing a live stream. You get so entrenched in the build. Might be here.
I don't know. Are you watching Lego Masters?
You're into season 3, aren't you?
So I wasn't watching it, but now I'm gonna watch it. So I've started watching it.
The Australian version comes on 3 months ahead of the American version.
Oh,
And
yes.
We are one season ahead of the American version.
Got it. Yes. We just started season 3. And so...
But I always hear a lot of Americans talking about what goes on.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not... I'm not as interested, but then, like, I know Doc wants to do this whole thing on Good Morning Brick World, and so I was like, well, if he's going to do something there, I mean, I'll watch it. I mean, if people are going to talk about it, I'll watch it. But
people are going to talk about it because it's Lego on TV. Let's not kid ourselves.
I just hadn't noticed like anybody, at least I guess who I follow or anything on YouTube. Like I haven't seen anybody talking about it.
Not as many people talk about it anymore. I'm starting to see.
Yeah.
I think either because they've lost interest, or or particularly Americans are just frustrated with the Fox network.
Oh, I've had a turbulent relationship with Fox for a very long time.
In Australia, it's on Channel 9, and the closest equivalent of the Fox network in Australia is Channel 10. I'd say if Channel 7 in Australia is similar to NBC in the US, then Channel 9 is probably similar to CBS.
Yeah. Well, so the thing with Fox here is, and this has been for I can't tell you how many years. It's like if don't get invested in a show on Fox because it will get canceled.
Yeah, it'll get cancelled quick, fast, in a hurry because they are lesser quality shows.
I mean, Fox has had some of my favorite shows on there, and they've been canceled.
Yeah, Fox has some of the best shows of all time, shows of which are always referenced in the media.
Oh, I know. I actually retroactively got mad at Fox for a show because I didn't watch it while it was on Fox, and then I watched it after, and then I was mad that they canceled it.
I always find it funny when shows on the Fox network always make fun of how the Fox network is bad and always make jokes about Fox News.
Now those are two separate things, though.
Yes, they are, and not many people know about that because Fox News is a part of the news division, and the Fox network is a part of 20th Century Fox, which is now owned by Disney. Which some people don't know about.
Yeah, because Disney bought part of it. Because they bought
20th Century Fox.
Yes, and then there's still 20th Century now, and they do like their own movies and or some of their own stuff. I mean, Disney just wanted X-Men and stuff and all that other stuff, so you know.
No. Let's be honest. Disney wanted to put The Simpsons on Disney Plus. That's why they bought 20th Century Fox.
Well, they just don't like when other people own things, right?
No, because they want to put everything on Disney Plus, just like how Viacom CBS wants to put everything on Paramount Plus.
And just like disclaimer here, I have no idea. I am not part of any of. I'm just joking about why they're doing things. I don't have any extra knowledge.
Yeah, I'm just joking as well, and that's why I always laugh at when I always chuckle when Butt Chop talks about how certain people and certain companies are trying to take over the world, like Disney. It's so funny because it's almost true. I leech off of my friend's Disney Plus account, so I would not pay for Disney Plus in my right mind.
Oh,
But if I can leech off of other people's accounts, then heck yeah. So I've got to get some.
I'm like a founding person, so like I'm like the opposite. I signed up for it before it even came out.
Over the summer, I'm thinking about binge watching a lot of old shows from Nickelodeon that I grew up watching, and because Nickelodeon is owned by Viacom, and Viacom and CBS are partners because they formed their company Viacom CBS, just like when Exxon and Mobil merged to become Exxon Mobil, and when they bought Esso in 1999. I can watch a lot of my old shows on Paramount Plus, and I can watch the premier Australian Association Football League, the A-League as well, all the games, which it used to be on my cable TV, Foxtel, 65% is owned by News Corp, 35% is owned by the National Telecommunications Company of Australia called Telstra. Because Telstra is to Australia what Telecom is to Germany, what Verizon is to the US.
Wesley, if you knock anything over, I'm telling you, you will be a sorry kitty.
I hate cats. We've got a cat and I hate it.
Oh, why do you hate the kitty?
Because it always knocks crap over. And it chews through my cords. It's more trouble than it's more trouble than it's worth. She's too expensive. Well, really, all pets are too expensive. I'm very cheap like that. So I'll never own a pet in my right mind, and one of those reasons is because I have thick skin. Thick-skinned people don't need creature comfort.
That's fair.
And so yeah, that's my reason. Some people in my family are really soft, and so or they need antidepressant medication, so that's why they have pets. I used to have depression, but I don't anymore. I didn't even need medication. Things just started to turn around in my life, and so hallelujah, here I am.
Yeah. I do think, first off, I think that's wonderful for you, but I do think it is important to realize that there are some people who do have clinical depression.
Exactly.
And
having a pet keeps them from committing the ultimate pain against themselves.
Pets can certainly help for sure. I mean,
I know a bunch of people who would be on antidepressants if they didn't have a pet.
Yeah.
So anything to not have to use antidepressants is a good thing.
True, but I do also think it's important to realize that there are some people who just, regardless of whether they had pets or anything, might need to be on some sort of medication for something.
Yeah.
So
Because I know a lot of people who are on that stuff, and I was almost put on that stuff. So I know the game. And I'm glad that I never got on the game, because things got better before I got on. Things got better before I got in the game, but that doesn't happen for everyone.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think it's really inspirational, the story with how when John Wall spoke up about his battle with anxiety and depression after he signed with the Los Angeles Clippers in the NBA. That was really inspiring.
well, I think
He
mental
talked
health
about
is
how he went through depression, and he nearly committed suicide. So I'm glad he got the help he needed. I've had to tell people that said I want to kill myself, go see a psychologist, and they went to see a psychologist, and then they thanked me for telling them to go see a psychologist.
well, yeah. Hopefully, ideally, people would, before they got to that point, might seek that out too. But you never know. You never know what's going on in someone's life and what they're struggling with.
Because I'm a mental health activist, and so that's why I say mental health is health.
It is. It absolutely is. I mean, being neurodivergent myself, I know how important it is, to ensure that, like, that your mental health, like you said, it is health. It is healthcare, and the stigma and stuff around it is
Unjustified.
Yeah, and it's caused a lot of people to not get care, and not that it always ends up at like people wanting to, take that extreme, but sometimes it just ends up with a miserable life, in general, when they don't have to be, when they can get help and they can get, that kind of stuff.
Because I always think about there was an episode of Futurama where the whole of Earth got scammed by these scamming aliens, and one of the scam items was placebo antidepressants, and they made that joke because antidepressants can get really expensive, and so people try to make black market antidepressants that they sell as being actual medication, but they're just placebos and they don't do anything, so they're scams. And some people just can't afford antidepressants.
Yeah.
Which is sad, because people should get the help whenever they need it.
Exactly.
And everyone has a different way of getting the help they need. Sometimes some people are afraid to speak up about it, which is kind of sad.
For sure. Yeah.
And so whenever I have these, I'm always grateful whenever I get to have these conversations with people, because I am a mental health activist, and I think it's important to talk about.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's, like I said, I'm neurodivergent, and I've struggled with a lot of the things that I've had to deal with. And it wasn't until the pandemic and everything that I actually took the time to take care of myself and to understand what was going on with me and how to make my life better. And
You got the help that you felt you needed, and now you're on here doing a live stream with me.
Exactly.
That probably wouldn't have happened a year ago.
I mean, I was in a bad place. I mean, I was functional. I was certainly functional, but it wasn't like a good quality of life.
I was really depressed when in my first when I was in seventh and eighth grade, because I was not feeling good about my future, and I just was not liking where the world was at the time, and hearing all this scary information that I wasn't mature enough to deal with at the time. But now I am mature enough to deal with that stuff, and so now I have no problem talking about it.
Yeah.
But it's really hard for some people, and we've got to make sure that we care for those people, because we don't want the ultimate fate to happen.
Well, and like I said, I think everybody should have a good quality of life, and part of that is your mental health.
Exactly. So, Sorry for getting on the heavy stuff about that. Let's go back. Yeah, and Lego is a great way to escape all of those problems. What are people saying? So we have Ben's book design. Hey Ben, I saw someone
Hello.
else. We also have Suspicious. Hey, everyone, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. We are on part 2 of Paradisa month.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
If you haven't already subscribed,
The Octane Man reminds you to subscribe to Mayo Hosko.
oh, that's a very good question. For me, I got over all of my troubles before I came back onto YouTube, and I would say I will say that being a YouTuber has definitely made me a more confident speaker, for sure. And when people are afraid of things, or when people aren't feeling right, they are low on confidence, and so they're not willing to talk as they're not willing to talk as much. Exactly, Contra. There's so many things we can do. We can do O heads, and I think that's supposed to be owl. So got to try not to think about those things, or keep away from things that bothers you. So many ways, not just one answer. So some. Yeah. There's a lot of people like Lego because it's an escape from reality. I like Lego because I'm in it. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm in it for the money. On YouTube, I'm in it for the money.
So, interestingly enough, like as far as Lego and my mental health, so it's not about escaping so much as because of the way like that my brain works. It's very relaxing and tactile, and it engages a part of my brain that like it challenges me, right, as I'm fitting these pieces together, and kind of like if something. So okay, to back up a little bit, a lot of people will complain about Technic because, if you do something wrong and you have to back up and you have to fix this and take all this stuff apart, like I actually don't mind that at all. I love like problem solving and troubleshooting and things like that, and Lego just gives me that little bit that I don't get. Well, my brain wants it all the time, but it allows me to do something creative, something fun, something I can do with my daughter, and then still satisfy that part of me that needs to be challenged, that needs to be doing tactile things. So that's the thing that gets me with Lego. Like, I love that click, like that's satisfying when the pieces go together. It's great.
Yeah, the old vintage pieces have the best clicking, crinkling sound. So if anyone wants to hear that sweet, sweet sound, definitely go and buy a vintage set from particularly the 70s on eBay or Bricklink to hear the real good sounds. So I've got
It's the pins.
got my basic structure done. So now I'm trying to build. Now I'm trying to build the second floor. I'm not going to bother with interior details today because I'm just not big on interior details in the first place. But I think this one does require interior details because of all of the open space. Sorry, my family are being extremely rude outside because they don't give a shit about me.
Oh.
It's mainly because they don't know.
Oh, they don't know that what you're doing?
Yeah, they don't know that I do live streams.
Oh.
Some of them don't know. I need a white 4x6 plate. Where's a white 4x6 plate?
Ben's Brick Designs is asking if you found a good YouTube mental health community.
I've never found anything like that on YouTube, but I know there are a lot of TV shows all over the place that have very progressive panelists who delve deep into those types of conversations, and they're not specifically mental health TV shows, but they talk about it whenever they get the chance to do so. Surprisingly, a lot of sports shows talk about mental health because 80% of the game is above your shoulders, and 20% is your raw talent and your skills. You're going to have to use alternate pieces instead. You're going to have to use 2x6s. So I'm happy.
Wait, unless it's hockey. Wait. Is that a dig at hockey?
No, it's just all sports. 80% of the game is above the shoulders, as in your head, your mind.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Ben Brick Design says unless.
Yeah. Yeah, because for those who don't know, Ben's Brick Design is a fan of the Colorado Avalanche, who won the Stanley Cup. I'm a fan of the Pittsburgh Penguins, who won the Stanley Cup back-to-back 6 years ago.
Well,
So that's why he's making a reference to hockey, ice hockey.
Well, no one's gonna like the team I like, but I like the LA Kings, who did win, not back-to-back, but they have won 2 Stanley Cups.
And Ruth just got back to me and said that her brother isn't feeling wants to talk over some stuff, so she's going to be out for the rest. If it wasn't for that, she'd still be here. But being with family is more important. And we're here talking, and we've actually had a very good conversation. So going back to the picture.
Although I don't know, I think Macro is getting a little restless with our conversation.
Oh, don't talk about the Dallas Cowboys, Taz. Do not talk about those people. Don't talk about how somehow Cooper Rush has game managed them to 3 wins in a row. Performed above expectations, riding on the back of that fantastic defense with Micah Parsons as their primary pass rusher and Trayvon Diggs as a top 5 cornerback in the league. And with Ben's brick designs on here, we don't need to talk about the Broncos right now. Don't need to talk about the Broncos. Yeah.
I actually went to the high school that John Elway went to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in fact, because they had, I think they had just won 2 Super Bowls, like right when I graduated, and like the year after I graduated, they renamed the stadium after him.
Wait, after his high school team or the Broncos?
Sorry, they named the high school, like field after him.
Yeah, no, after the high school won back-to-back or the Broncos won back-to-back?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, the Broncos won back-to-back.
Yeah, because I know that that Denver is Mile High Stadium.
Yes. Oh, yes. Sorry, yeah, no, because my high school was in California.
Yeah, and
We just gone to school there.
And Stanford is one level below the Ivy League schools.
Yeah, no, not special. High schools are definitely not anything important, but it was just one of those little tidbits when you talk about.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I always forget that it's got a new sponsor. I want to be surprised that the heir to the Walmart fortune, who now is the head of the consortium that now owns the Broncos, ends up renaming it Walmart Stadium or something. I would not be surprised.
Okay, but the renaming of the Staples
Center from Crypto.com Arena. Come on, that's no, it's the Staples Center. No one's ever going to call it Crypto.com Arena. The Staples Center is the house that Kobe built.
Yeah. Oh,
and that's why. Yes, sorry.
Oh, sorry. It was just said Elway was from Stanford. Yeah. I just know that he lived in the Valley, and
Stanford is in the Valley.
The Valley. So.
Yeah, because there's a lot of valleys, because we don't need to talk about Death. We don't need to talk about Death Valley in the Carolina.
But when you say but like if you Google the Valley, you will see it is the Valley I grew up in, because that is the Valley. That is where the Valley Girl originated from. Everything. So it is the Valley.
And I know it extends into Arizona, because the Phoenix Suns in the NBA have the Valley on their jerseys.
Well, that's adorable, but they don't have it. It's not the Valley.
I think that's one of the rivalry things between Arizona and California. Is they both lots of states try to claim the Valley, but there is only one Valley, and the worst Valley of all is Death Valley, because we do not need to talk about the Clemson Tigers, who ruined Alabama's chance at becoming a three-peat. We do not need to talk about those people. because I'm an Alabama fan, if y'all didn't know. Because of Tua Tagovailoa, and so my heart goes out for Tua. I hope that I did hear that the person on the medical staff at the Miami Dolphins who cleared him to come back into the game got fired yesterday, and deservingly so. He got fired. And now the NFL is going to have to totally overhaul their concussion protocol according to the reports. And overhaul their concussion protocols, which is a good thing because it's been flawed for a very long time now.
Oh yeah, don't a lot of like I've heard that like a lot of players can suffer some like permanent like long-term injury from playing football.
Yeah. And the NFL tried to sweep CTE under the rug for decades.
Yeah.
But the word got out because the science got out, and everyone remembers when the NFL had to settle for $500 million to ex-NFL players who have CTE.
Oh my goodness.
$500 million. That's how big of an issue CTE is.
Wow.
I remember when Tua got drafted, everyone was tanking for Tua, but then he decided to stay in school one more season. And then when he came out, that was the year that Joe Burrow had the best year in college football history. Per the stats. It's going to be very difficult to top the year that Joe Burrow had with LSU before he got drafted to the Cincinnati Bengals. There's a lot of sports fans in here right now, which I like. And hello, Papa. Everyone, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and ring that notification bell. I hope everyone is enjoying Paradisa month.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
Whoops.
I'm really liking this structure.
It's looking good.
Yeah, all you can see is the back right now. So let me turn it to the front to get a better
Oh.
view of what I'm doing.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love the little detail on the front, like the rocks and stuff. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's because on the base plate that was printed cobblestone.
Oh really? Interesting.
And this is not as straight as I'd like it to be. There's a lot of tension in here. It's probably due to my table. But if anyone is new, this is part 2 of Paradisa month on the Mayo Hosko channel. Hashtag Paradisa month. And so right now, I'm trying to build a mock of the Paradisa set called Poolside Paradise. I will go to brickset.com and get an image of it, and I'll share it on the screen. So let me go present, share screen, whole screen, share. There's the matrix, and there's the set. There's the set.
Oh, that's what you're building. Huh. Oh, that's like, okay, I get what you mean by the base plate. Okay. I like the brick build. I think it's way cooler.
Wait, what build?
I like that you're doing like the brick build like
Yeah.
part as opposed to like, I mean, it's cute that the base plate has that with the printing and stuff on it, but I like what you're doing.
I wish I had the base plate. Because I like raised base plates. I don't like having to use bricks to build terrain.
Oh, really?
No, I hate it. But
Oh.
I wanted to do this for Paradisa month, so I could not get around having to build my own terrain.
Yeah. My
And so building the terrain took up is 3/4 of the build. It's actually a really simple.
Oh,
set.
wow. I was at my mother-in-law's, and she still has some of my husband's Legos from when he was a kid, and it was the first time I'd ever seen this, but it's I guess it's the base plate. It's supposed to be the moon, I think, and it's got like these molded like hills and
The
stuff
craters.
like that. Yeah, the craters. That's what it is.
I've got one of those things floating around here somewhere. And I wonder if anyone just caught that sound. I wonder if the comments are going crazy.
Oh. Bucky, what are you doing? Do not scratch that.
I don't think anyone's caught on, which is a good thing. I've just avoided total humiliation. Okay, let me put some plates on the roof.
Okay.
Yeah, I can put one of these and one of these. So we've had a maximum of 11 people watching, and we've had a minimum of 3 people watching. Right now we're at 8, so that's a pretty good fan base this time of day. So the structure is now complete. It very much looks like something I would build in Minecraft. I gotta say. So I'm going to change something. I'm going to flip this door around, and I'm going to change it to be put on the other side, because I just remembered I need to put the stairs here to come up to the second level. So there needs to be a door outside there. Eventually I'll repaint these stairs. And it's just not, you know what? I think I need to go 1 brick higher. Need to add 1 more layer of bricks in here. To get the right height. And then I'll be happy with the structure. Gotta carefully take this stuff off. And I've got to add another layer of bricks in here. And it'll all look nice and neat. I'm just glad I got a whole bunch of 1x6 bricks in particular, and I stacked up a whole bunch of 2x4 bricks from my old Paradisa mocks that I can come on here and use. So how is the build process going?
It's not too bad.
Is it starting to take shape?
Yeah, I guess that's starting to look like a star better thingy.
So what class of ship is it again?
Oh, this is the sorry, I was hearing it.
You're good now.
Yeah, no, it was it's okay. I do not know a lot about the Star Wars ships and stuff, but it is it's the Naboo in one, but it's the one that they built for the Mandalorian. So it's like a rebuild of it.
Ben's brick design, if you're still here, you can probably help out Amberlier with the correct class name. Because Ben's brick design makes a lot of micro fighters on his live streams when he's not making his micro scale version of the Association Football Stadium where the Austin team plays at in Major League Soccer. Some people might not know this, but since I'm a Manchester United fan, I actually own the Old Trafford set. It's on my shelf. And that and my playable soccer field with pieces from the soccer sets that came out in the early 2000s are on their own shelf. And they're below my books and above where I'm going to put my Paradisa area eventually.
Okay, so I do want to comment. As far as stickers go, this may be my favorite set because literally there's only 3 stickers. That's it. That's awesome.
Well, that would be good news for Frickin' Bricks because he absolutely hates stickers. If anyone doesn't know who Frickin' Bricks is, he's one of the co-hosts of the Hauling and Bowling podcast. He's been on YouTube for, I think, 1 year less than me and Briggs are. He's got a whole bunch of really good stuff. So you should definitely go and follow him on Instagram and subscribe to him on YouTube. Have to reorient the position of this palm tree. Is that one of the Guardians of the Galaxy ships behind you?
Oh yeah, that's the Benatar. I like the Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm a fan.
I really like Guardians of the Galaxy too. That's definitely my favorite Marvel movie. I don't like Marvel movies at all, but I really like Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm super hyped for when they finally release Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Well, that was Guardians of the Galaxy was the very first Marvel movie I'd ever seen, and like when I saw not Endgame, Infinity War, I had only seen like 2 other Marvel movies other than and that is like not including the 2 Guardians of the Galaxy.
When Guardians of the Galaxy 3 comes out, I'm going to watch Guardians of the Galaxy 2 in full on Disney Plus before I go to the theaters to watch it on the big to watch it the third on the big screen.
Oh, nice.
But Guardians of the Galaxy 3, much like Indiana Jones 5, is one of those movies that's been delayed because of the Rona.
Yeah, there was some other stuff too with what's his name? The guy who makes them.
And then Stan Lee died. Stan Lee used to appear in all of the Marvel movies until he died. Even if it was for just a 1 second cameo,
Yeah.
he was the Marvel movies.
I saw that. I think the last one he did an appearance in was it Captain Marvel?
I don't keep up with the Marvel movies. So if anyone else does, we'd love to hear any of that information up in the comments. Okay. So
I
we got
have
the
caught up. I have seen them all now, but before I hadn't.
Taz's wife likes Guardians of the Galaxy. They're by far my favourite of the Marvel movies because they've got a mixture of really good sci-fi and really funny acting.
Oh, they're hilarious. I love them.
Like when they all make fun of Taserface's name.
Oh. And I'm sorry, Rocket's adorable.
Yeah, he is. He is such. He's the perfect combination of a loudmouth and a badass at the same time.
I just built my group.
I'm Groot. What I really liked about the plaque for that set with all of the stats is it was like height, I'm Groot. Weight, I'm Groot.
Oh,
Planet,
yeah.
I'm Groot. And whatever. Like that's all it said. Was I'm Groot.
Yeah.
I was watching one of Bricksy's city updates where he was putting one of the builds for where he was putting some Marvel sets onto Pop Culture Street, and he briefly showed off the Groot set, and he showed off the cassette tape, which was a really clever build, and then he showed off that plaque, and that's where I saw all of the results for the stats is I'm Groot.
Oh yeah, and this is super clever. I just built this week. I finally am going through my backlog, but yeah, this was super cool the way this was put together. Like as I was doing it, I'm like, how is this going to look like a cassette tape? And then magically it does.
So some people are probably thinking to themselves, Mayo Hosko, Paradisa has a lot of pink in it. So where's the pink? There's a whole bunch of white. Well, the poolside Paradise actually has a lot of white in it. So I'm going to take a before and after shot. I'm going to take a photo right now for Instagram. And I'm going to remove some of these pieces and replace them with pink to get the before and after shot. To show how much of a difference pink makes. So I'm going to scout out some places where I can put some pink to jazz things up a bit. I've got a stack of pink 1x2 bricks right here, so I know that I can put those to good use. Yes. Poolside Paradise, I think, is a lot of people's favourite Paradisa sets. It's definitely in my top 3. I'd probably have it second. I think I just like the Sand Dollar Cafe more, because even though it's not a raised-based plate, it's got the ocean on it, and it's got the different colours of the ocean, which I really like. So if I was to have a Mount Rushmore of Paradisa sets, 1 is the Sand Dollar Cafe, 2 is the Poolside Paradise, 3 is the Dolphin Point, and 4 is the Country Club. which Adora built before she had some family issues. She had to cut short her appearance. She is trying to make a mock of the country club. So she's very slow at building. So I wouldn't be surprised if she finishes building that mock at the end of Paradisa month. And if you want to get involved in Paradisa month, just let me know. If you are a collector of Paradisa, if you're a Paradisa enthusiast, if you're a friends collector, if you're a friends enthusiast, if you have stuff to build for Paradisa or friends, if you have stuff to disassemble for Paradisa or friends, reach out to me and say, hey, well, more so if you're already in my friends circle, say, hey, I can make an appearance for this time on this date, and we can definitely arrange something like that. And if you wanna play along at home and share some of your own stuff with Paradisa or friends, just tag me in your tweets or your Instagram posts. That's real_Mayo Hosko on both Instagram and Twitter. With the hashtag Paradisa month, and I'll screenshot all of that stuff, and I will throw them up on the screen for everyone's viewership.
Do Disney sets count, or do they have to be friends?
Yeah, friends.
Got it.
And I'm sure one of these live streams, Mama Lego will want to come on and disassemble some of her friend sets, because she's got 109 of them.
Wow.
As she said in the comments before she went to sleep. She watched my Instagram live stream last night. So yeah, that was fun seeing her over there.
I have to save all my friends' sets for my daughter because she wants to build them with me.
And that's adorable, and that's why Ruth is adorable.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to change up a lot of these 1 by 1 white bricks to 1 by 1 bright pink bricks to add some pink accents and make it look more pink. Also, it's a good way for me to use some of the pink pieces I have in my inventory that I wouldn't otherwise use. Because by the time I'm done with Paradisa month, I'll have significantly less pink in my collection, which means it has served its purpose. Let's get a better angle over here. We definitely need to do a podcast together, Makro, and if we can ever figure out a time that best suits the both of us, whether it's your night, my morning, or my night, your morning, we should definitely form a podcast, because
I would listen.
You are the person who I would want to do a podcast with out of everyone in the Lego community. Makro. Were you saying something?
Well, I was just saying I would listen.
Yeah. I know that a lot of people would listen, because people like to hear what me and Makro have to say.
Okay, assuming I did this right, I do have like a complaint about this set for sure. I'm supposed to put like, I don't know if the instructions might be easier, but there's like these pieces right here I'm supposed to put together. And then the pin though, so everything is silver, right? But if you can see, I don't know if you can see them, I don't know if it'll actually focus on it, but like the very edge of the pin that you use for this is brown. So I hate that. It's got like a shiny silver, a light gray, a dark gray, and then this brown sticking out of it. I don't like that. I could have handled it if it was all different colors of gray, but the brown makes me kind of annoyed.
Yeah, they do a lot of weird color stuff like that with Star Wars sets every now and then. It's just really weird. So I've got 2 more of the regular pink 1x1 bricks. So that's going to be all she wrote. That's going to be all she wrote for that one. You know, I'm going to be a little bit more conservative with the ones at the back here. I'm going to make these all white at the back. Because we want the best ones to be at the front angle. There we go. And I'm going to replace this white 2x4 brick with a pink one. Let me go get my crumbled stack that is taller than a meter ruler of pink 2x4 bricks. And let me get a pink 2x2 brick. We can replace this one. And let me get a 1x2 for the bottom of this. There we go. And let's make a layer of pink right here while we're at it. Let's continue this pink all the way around. And it'll lock in these doors better. That's better. This is just falling over really flimsy. Ugh. 15 minutes to go in the live stream. I'm going to have to make a lot of adjustments to the terrain when I get this on a hard surface.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't have like a nice hard surface, sometimes it's hard to get like some of the pieces flattened out.
Exactly.
I feel like I spend more time looking for my bricks than building.
Thankfully, there hasn't been much of the case today, which is a good thing.
when my daughter and I build together, we actually have this whole thing where like we each do 2 pages, and then we look for the bricks for the next person and like pass them on. So it's kind of this
Me
fun
and my
little
mom,
thing we do.
yeah, me and my mother used to do that same thing.
Yeah.
There we go. Now we've got a layer of pink in there. We've got multiple layers of pink. So that just makes it look infinitely better, replacing the white with the pink.
Ooh, it does. I really like that.
And there was a spot back here that I thought I was short of, so I can replace it. And with 5 minutes to go, I'll read out everyone who was in the chat.
Yeah, Contra Bricks is mentioning the getting started on the Good Morning Brick World
Yeah.
Halloween thing. Oh, Macro, you did the Castaway. Nice.
Okay, there we go. I'm happy with this. Let me look. Oops. Got to add in an element.
I do like my little Mandalorian with his like black saber
I do, because I've got.
or dark saber.
I think I might have that same Mandalorian.
I like that he has a face this time. I actually have my dark saber behind me. My one from Disneyland.
Someone messaging me in Microsoft Teams. The crinkly sound of me clicking these bricks together. Clicking and bricking is another podcast. So go and subscribe to the Clicking and Bricking YouTube channel. There we go. And to jazz things up a bit, I'm going to add some of these 5x6 leaves to the top of the roof for some ivy.
Ooh.
Because that's what they did in a lot of the Paradisa sets. Yes, I like the look of that a lot. Very reminiscent of Paradisa sets I've seen online for a decade. My brother was born in 1995, so I inherited a bunch of his old Lego, and in some of those pamphlets, Paradisa was in there. I just didn't know what it was. And so I've always had a fascination with Paradisa because I remember it from the pamphlets. Same reason I'm fascinated with sets like the Launch and Load Seaport or the Sail and Fly Marina. It's going to be very difficult to push some of these things down because of the way I've hastily constructed the terrain. I'm going to put some flowers up front, and I'm going to put another palm tree leaf at the corners here. Some more palm tree leaves at the corner. Because it's supposed to be paradise, and I'm going to put some flowers outside too. Because I have some lying around the place. Here we go. Just trying to see if there's any more additions I can make.
Oh, Contra's asking what set you're building.
It's a mock of the Paradisa set Poolside Paradise Contra. And I'm going to create a little bit of a gate up front. Just fence this off just a little bit. I'm going to move some of these flowers around so I can make this fit. There we go. So I'm going to take another photo for the before and after shot. So you will be able to see those before and after shots on my Instagram account in, 10 and a half hours. So use the link in the description to come follow me on Instagram. Help me get up to 300 followers, because at 300 followers, we will be doing a giveaway. For the same giveaway, be active in my Discord server, link in the description. Get me up to 100 Twitter followers so that you can also enter the giveaway, link in the description. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so that we can get to 450, and at 450 we will be building the Daily Bugle. I am very happy with the progress I have made today. We have had Amberlaya on, and for a brief moment we had Adore Build. Adore Build was planning to be here throughout the whole live stream, but she had some family matters, so she was only here for 1/6 of that time. I am really happy with what I've been able to do today, and I thought this was going to carry over to another live stream, but I'm glad that I was able to build this all today, so I'm really happy with my progress. Everyone, we will be doing part 3 of Paradisa Month the same time next week.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
See, we have Secret Squirrel. Thanks for getting in here just before we wrap up this live stream. So everyone, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. If you're not already subscribed,
The Octane Man reminds you to subscribe to Mayo Hosko.
and I hope everyone's had a good day today. And hope everyone's had fun watching this. So let me go back to the top of the chat and let's recount everyone who left a comment. And while I'm doing, and before I do that, is there any social media or anything that you want to plug? Because I know that you've got lots of stuff.
If people want to follow me on YouTube, they can. It's all good.
Do you have other social media?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm on Instagram and I'm technically on Twitter and TikTok, but I don't really know what to do with those.
So in the chat, we had Johnny G, Zissou, Nate Mr. Blue, Kevin Creamer, Macro Bricks, Tasman Bricks, because we're mates, Stud Sidious, Fly Eagles Fly, Mikey J, excellent Discord server, same as me, Mother, same people, Brooks Bricks, Scott's Blocks, Mama Lego, Richard Cranium, Amberlayer, who is on the panel, same people, Country Bricks, Build Craze, Ben's Brick Design, Suspicious, Papa's Bricks, Secret Squirrel Bricks, and that was everyone. So for part 3 of Paradisa month, it'll be at the same time next week. That is 9 p.m. Eastern on a Friday night in North America, 12 p.m. Eastern on a Saturday morning in Australia, because we're over in daylight saving now, except for Queensland, Northern Territory, and New South Wales. So hopefully there'll be no family emergencies for Ruth next week, so she can continue building her Paradisa mock of the country club set from 1996. And we, if Amberlayer, if you're not busy, same time next week, you're welcome back on. Everyone else I've talked about, Brooks Bricks, Mama Lego, will have to see if they want to make an appearance. I'll have to talk with Miss Bricks if she wants to make an appearance at the end of the month when I'm doing when I'm doing the big live stream leading into the Hour of Power. Any final thoughts?
No, just had a great time, and I think it's really fun that you're doing this mock for this this theme that I had never even heard of. So I think it's super cool.
I think it's super cool as well, and I'm glad we've been able to have a good conversation together. Anyway, be on the lookout for my next live stream, my next short, my next video. I will see you in the next live stream and the next video.
Paradisa, Paradisa, sun is shining all day.
End live stream.